So now it says we are live. We are live. Give me one sec. Great. So once again, thanks again, guys, for making the webinar today. It's the first time we're doing this, so this is pretty cool, and we're using Google Hangouts actually on air, and once again, it's being recorded. So the goal of the meeting is to talk about 5 key strategies to essentially smash and help you guys continue to accomplish any kind of goals that you guys have, whether it's for fitness specifically or for individual personal goals, life goals. These strategies, you can really take these and apply them to any situation in any setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and share this presentation with you guys. All right, can everyone see my screen and see how weird it is? You guys see this presentation?
Yep, come through.
All right, fantastic. If anyone can't, let me know. So once again, guys, if you guys don't know who I am, I hope you finally do. My name is Rosario Sunday. I'm the owner of Fit Academy, and this is our first webinar for the goal setting for success for 2018. All right, so before I begin, I do have a question for everyone here, and feel free to chime in, and feel free to say something if you're muted or unmuted. What was the last fitness goal that you guys had for yourself, and were you able to reach that goal? Shout it out loud. You can say it out loud. You can type it. You can do anything. Anyone?
I'll kick it off. Mine was a 6-pack, and I do not have a 6-pack.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think for me, Osai, it was when I did the very first 21-day challenge you did like a year ago. I guess it was like a year ago in January.
Crazy, right?
That was really, really hard for me. Yeah.
And that was the one that was a lot more restrictive in terms.
Yes, it was very, very, very restrictive.
Yep. Anyone else?
I think the 21-day challenge over the summer. I mean, I think my goal is just to get in better shape, and I think I did pretty well, and I was pretty satisfied with myself. So,
yeah, man, you did a great job. I remember your results were pretty outstanding. Good job. Well, one of the things is we've all kind of done this before. Some of us have either been able to kill it and achieve that goal, but I guarantee you that sometimes you weren't able to, right? So you're not alone. Goal setting is something that takes time and takes practice at getting good at, and achieving those goals is also something that takes time at getting good at. So you're not alone. We're all just kind of together, and webinar. So fun facts, 25% of all people actually abandoned their New Year's resolutions just after 1 week. Isn't that crazy? So 25%, hey, I want to stop smoking, or I want to drink less, or I want to lose weight, 10 pounds, go to the gym more, be more active. 25%, one-fourth of everyone that makes a New Year's resolution abandons it after 1 week. 60% abandon them within 6 months. An average person will make the same resolution 10 separate times without any success. That's crazy, right? So only 5% of those people who have any kind of weight loss resolution will lose weight on a diet and actually keep it off. So it's a very, very small percent of the people. 95% of the people will gain that sort of weight back, whether if it's in the next few weeks or within the next few months. And even there was a study that was shown that even after like a heart attack, only 14% of the patients actually made any lasting changes. And that's seen that with my friends, my my friend's parents. You know, they tell her to try a double bypass surgery, and the next day, not the next day, but you know, a few months later, they're smoking cigarettes and eating cheeseburgers. But you know, change is difficult. Change is uncomfortable, and hopefully, with a couple of tactics, this will allow your chances to increase. So this is, you know, if you've been working on the same goals year after year with no progress, whether it's personal goals or fitness goals, this is for you, right? No worries, we have your back. The information is definitely for you. From a fitness perspective, you know, if you're tired of losing the same 15, 10 pounds, and it keeps bouncing back, and you're ready for something that's a different lifestyle, a different method, that's actually going to stick. Once again, this is for you. This is information you can take and definitely help you out. So here's what you're going to learn in today's workshop. So one strategy that will instantly make you 42% likely to accomplish your goals in any situation. Once again, whether if it's fitness, lifestyle, personal, relationship, work, career, you name it. And you're also going to learn how to quit-proof your goals and ensure that you finally achieve them. A lot of that is through, as you see, different accountability measures. So how many people, and you feel free to shout out once again, how many people believe in the power of written goals? Aye, maybe? One or two?
Yes.
Yeah, certainly more helpful when you pen to paper.
Fantastic. 100%. So people were able to shout out and say, yeah, you know, I've before written down my goals and it does help. I'm sure some people mostly just talk about their goals and don't actually write it down. Once again, going back to studies. Studies have shown that people who not just set goals but write them down are happier, they live longer, they have better relationships, working relationships as well as personal relationships, and they make more money. So there's definitely a little bit of power behind writing goals and how it's going to impact any kind of psychosocial relationships. So here, we're going to go into the different strategies for goal setting. And once again, there's 5 key strategies that we're going to walk through. We're going to go nice and slow, have a little conversation with each strategy. And if you have any questions throughout the entire thing, let me know as well. So strategy number 1, and this is where I think a lot of people fail, is that they'll have too many goals. And I'm going to be the very, very first person to say that's me. Right, this is me. I want to reach for the stars, and I want to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and everything possible that sounds cool, great, or exciting, right? First strategy, guys, keep those goals few in number, right? So each week, you want to set anywhere between 3 to 10 goals, whether it's for health and wellness, work, and personal. Right? You can split that number up between all 3 of those categories. If you want to add a different category in there, you know, feel free to toss another category in there. Maybe it's financial, right? Take a look at that. Anyone on this call actively do that right now?
I think I may have a hard time differentiating between like my to-do list versus my weekly goals.
Great question.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll throw down like what I would need to get done for professional.
Right.
What I need to get done that week. I don't know if I don't feel like I've achieved a goal at the end of the week. I just feel like I've checked off a to-do list.
Exactly.
Okay, so before we move on, so what do you guys believe a goal is versus a to-do?
I think a goal of mine is I like to get to work on time versus I don't have to, you know, my goal is to show up for work at 7:00 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning. That's a goal of mine. Whereas something I have to do is I have to do my work. But my goal, I set my goal to be so I can be able to do my work and meet my to-do list.
Okay. Anyone else? In terms of what do you think the difference between is a goal as well as what a to-do or actions are?
I think like a goal would be probably just like if I say I want to make a goal of like losing 15 pounds, where a to-do would be like, all right, how am I actually going to go about mapping that out day to day? Like, okay, today I have to run because that'll help me to reach my goal, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that. And what Dan said was good. It's kind of like goal was more personal, where his to-do list was kind of, what am I doing just so I don't get fired?
I would 100% agree. So, what I would define a goal would be a desired vision that requires specific actions to change a specific behavior. If you want to, and I don't have a dictionary, but a desired vision, an outcome that you want to change the specific behaviors that aren't currently happening today, right? So that's what I would define it as a goal. And you can have dreams be a little bit bigger than goals, which are a little more, magnanimous. But I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Great. So keep them feeling number. Once again, 3 to 10. I'm a big fan of middle of the road, so I go to 5. That way I can count them out on one finger. And then kind of like a checkbox, I can just start dropping my fingers down. And I don't know why, but it makes me feel better. All right, so the next one is something you may not have seen before. You may have seen, but it's a little different take on it. So make your goals smarter, right? SMARTER, smarter. So what does that stand for? Well, the S means specific. And someone actually said a pretty good example of it. Hey, I want to lose 15 pounds, maybe 6 by 8. But you want your goals to be ultra focused and ultra specific, right? So, for example, I get this all the time when I do my fitness consultations at the studio. A new client will come up and say, hey, I really want to lose weight. Great. Most people want to lose weight. Well, there's a lot of things I can do to help you lose weight, but is there more specifics to it? How much weight do you want to lose? Is there a specific time that you want to lose it in? So, for example, the non-specific goal, I want to lose weight. How do you make that goal specific? I want to lose 10 pounds of fat. And even better example of a specific goal, I want to lose 10 pounds of fat as well as 2 inches off my waist, more specific again, within X amount of time, right? Be ultra specific. That way you can kind of hold yourself accountable during that timeline. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great. The next one is measurable. So you want to make sure that whatever that goal is, whether if it's subjectively measurable or objectively measurable, you want to make sure that you can find a way to measure your progress along the line of achieving that goal. So an example of a non-measurable goal would be, hey, I want to make more money this year. I believe we all have that goal, right? So cool, great, but how much do you want to make, and what kind of things are you going to do to actually make it amount? So a good measurable goal is, I want to make $10,000 more than last year. So automatically you know what you made last year. You then identify what you need to do to make up that next $10,000 to get to that specific goal. So make it measurable. The next one is actionable. So a non-actionable goal would be, I want to be more consistent with working out. That sounds really, really good, right? So how can you make that actionable? Actionable means the goal can have specific behaviors to work towards, right? So an actionable goal, hey, I want to work out 3 times this week. That way you can now check off for all my my tallies and my to-do list people, how many times you've actually worked out that week. So make it actionable. Put behaviors behind it. The next one is realistic. A non-realistic goal is my favorite. I want to look like Osai in 1 month.
2 months.
Not realistic. 2 months, maybe. No, make it realistic, right? So an example of a realistic goal is, hey, I want to put on 3 pounds of muscle in 1 month. That's realistic, right? You can actually, once again, make it specific, it's measurable, it's actionable. There's things you can do to get to those 3 pounds, right? Measure that over time. So understand kind of where you're at and make sure that your goals aren't something that's not realistic. Because if you shoot too high for an unrealistic goal, it's going to make it that much more difficult to actually reach that goal. Keep it, ask yourself that real question. Try to make that goal realistic. Next one's a real good one, right? So time bound. Give yourself a time limit to actually achieve it. I call it time is the killer of all decisions, 100%. This is what I tell, once again, clients who are worried about personal training and they don't know if they want to make a decision. I'm like, listen, if you don't make the decision today, you're not going to make it, in a week. You're not. So you're better off identifying a specific timeline as to when you want to achieve that goal, right? So a non-time bound goal would be, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds. Great, awesome, we all want to do that. Well, here's a better way to look at it. What if it's a time bound goal? I want to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. Okay, now we can put an action plan behind it. So that's a good example of a time bound goal. Does anyone else have an example of another time bound goal?
Like looking for promotion. You want to be promoted by the end of the year or end of the quarter or whatever.
Good. Exactly. All right. Thanks for the example. All right, so this is where it changes. A lot of people may not have seen this. How many people have heard make a goal SMART? SMART.
Yeah, we do it at work every year.
Yep. So this is where it changes a little bit. This is the part that I like a lot. And goals need to be exciting. It needs to be a challenge. It needs to be like, man, you know what? That's pretty cool. If I do this, I feel really, really good about it. Right? So make your goal something that excites you, something that you've never really done before, or you've tried it before. You may have not achieved it right away, but like the struggle to get to it or the process to get to it is exciting. And when you achieve it, it's going to make you feel outstanding. So think about ways to make your goal exciting. Hey, money's the biggest motivator. I want to make $10,000 more this year than I made last year. That's exciting. Because you know what? With $10,000, you can go on like 3 vacations. You can go on 4 vacations if you know how to spend your money right. Right? So, make it something that's exciting. Hey, I want to lose 20 pounds so I feel better for my girlfriend and I look better in the mirror for my girlfriend. Or I wake up in the morning and, I feel like a sexy beast. I want to feel like a sexy beast. That's exciting. Right? So make it exciting. The next one is R for relevant. So this is, once again, a new take on the goals, right? So making it relevant to where you're from. I call this the reality check. And it's not quite the make the goal realistic. It's more look back on yourself and see where you are in life. If you are, for example, I get this a lot too. Let's say you've gone through an amazing weight loss journey, and over the last year and a half, 2 years, you've lost 50 pounds, and you've kind of hit a plateau. Maybe your next goal isn't quite to lose another 20 pounds. Maybe a relevant goal, since you've already gone 50 pounds down, we lose 2 pounds per month, 3 pounds per month, rather than a large sum. Because the less body fat you have, the harder it is for you to lose weight. Does that make sense? So make it relevant as to where you are in your life today. It says here, setting goals is about honesty. Once again, reality check and acceptance of your current situation. Um, the third strategy, guys, this is what we just talked about, right? Write your goals down. I can't tell you how important this is. This single strategy will increase your ability to accomplish that goal by 40%. Incredible power behind writing your goals down. You know, studies have shown that by writing it down and keeping it top of mind, it legitimately increases your chances of achieving that goal by 42%. Has anyone ever heard of the book The Secret?
Yes.
Heard of that.
Yeah, it's an awesome book. My football coach made us watch it year after year after year after year for 5 years straight. But there's a lot of really, really awesome social psychological aspects in it in terms of the power of positive thinking. This goes back to basically that, right? If you have a specific goal that's consistently on the top of your mind, you're putting out specific energies towards that goal, towards that thought process, those energies will come back to you in a positive way, right? So it's the same thing. You're going to always be thinking about it. You're always going to always be talking about it, which means that you may actually start to behave and take actions towards it. That's what power of positive thinking is. So keep that in mind when it comes to that kind of stuff. Questions there? Great. All right. So the fourth strategy, matter of fact, before we go to that, I am going to show you. So you guys all got the email with the goal setting worksheet, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. If you haven't, take a look at your email, either now or after the meeting. And I created this goal setting worksheet that you guys can all use. Save it, keep it. You can edit it if you want to. But it's a really simple worksheet that allows you to do basically everything we just talked about, right? So it's a worksheet that allows you to put on 5 goals. Like I said, I like the number 5. So it's my kind of my number thing. And it allows you to create your top 3 goals per category. And once again, you want to make it specific, measurable. It has to be somewhat achievable, but it has to be a nice little personal stretch. Realistic, time bound is incredibly important because the sense of urgency is going to help you actually achieve that. If you don't put time to it, procrastination is the killer of all activities, right? It has to be exciting and relevant. So always keep those aspects in mind when those strategies in mind when putting down a goal. But use this worksheet, and then this is good. I like this part right here, right? So this is the first goal. Why is this goal important to you? Is this something that you're actually willing to, that I'm willing to give up what you want now for what you want most? With goals, there's always some sort of sacrifice because it's a significant change in how you behave. That's what goals are, whether it's thinking or behaving, right? That's why it's important. That's why it's also difficult. It's very, very action and behavior-based structure. The next one is, which I love so much, lists 3 action steps that you need to take in order to achieve this goal. This is where your roadmap is, right? These action steps tells you how you're going to achieve it. And you may not know what all the actions are, right? So you may need to fill this out in due time until you find out what those actions are to achieve it. Or you can ask someone that will help you find out what those steps would be to achieve a goal that you've never done before, right? Hey, I want to run. I want to do a marathon. Well, shoot, I don't know how to. My body feels like crap if I run 5 miles. How am I going to run 26.2? Like, I better go talk to someone who's done it before, and they're going to give me that plan. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So take these, right? These worksheets, and definitely use it. It helps so much, and it just helps you kind of visualize how to achieve things that you may not believe are currently achievable. This, if you ask me, is the most powerful part. Anyone have any other strategies in here that you would add in there? Okay. You know what would be great, guys? For whoever's on this sheet right now or on this call right now, please fill this out. I would love to know what your goals are, right? Whether it's 2, 3, whatever it may be, fill this out. Save a copy, email it to me, right? Email to me to my Fit Academy email. That way, if it's fitness based, I can do what I can, or our trainers can do what we can to help you achieve those goals. Can we do that?
Homework assignment, damn it. One, I was on mute, but I tried saying that something that I could add is what's going to be the benefit of it if I see it all the way through? Something like what's in it for me towards the end?
Yeah.
I think too, when you share your goals with someone else,
Oh yeah,
you're accountable. You know.
Yeah.
That holds you.
Okay.
You know, someone's gonna. If I show you my goals, Osai, when you see me, you're gonna ask me how it's going. You know, if training for that marathon, which I would never do in a million years. But that's.
Yeah, and I do this with all my my trainers. Like I told them, call them, listen, write down your goals. Let me know what you want to achieve out of this internship. Tell Katie all the time, hey, what do you want? What's next? Tell me what your goals are, and then write down some steps that you're going to take to actually achieve those goals. That way, it helps me navigate, help you navigate towards those murky waters to finally get to that end result. So, fill these out, guys, when you have some time. Really think about it if you're interested in goal setting, and then shoot it over to me. I hope you guys stay accountable for it. All right, next strategy. Fourth strategy: review your goals frequently, guys. This is one of my favorite things too. Laminate it, right? Make sure that thing is indestructible. Use Post-it notes. Personally, I'm not a Post-it note guy. I don't like things that can be thrown away too easily. But some people are Post-it notes people. If that's your thing, use it. Stick it on the fridge. There's a few places that we go to in your house on a frequent basis that will remind you. The one thing is the fridge. The other one is the bathroom, believe it or not, or above your bed, or on your TV. One of those three: fridge, bathroom, TV, and bed. And then the last one's my favorite one. When I started Fit Academy, the only thing I put on my background was my logo and a few sentences, a few words. That way, every single time I looked at my phone, it was the only thing I saw. That's a powerful statement. All right. So then, after you do the fourth strategy, you're gonna ask yourself an honest question, right? What kind of actions are you gonna take today to make progress to your goals? Are you gonna go back and you're gonna laminate that goal? You're gonna print it out? Are you gonna put it on your phone? You're gonna put it on your Instagram and have people keep you accountable? Really ask yourself that question, and then exactly what we showed you through the goal setting sheet. Put 2 to 4 actionable behavior-based items that you need to do in order to help you achieve that specific goal. Once again, this is your plan. This is your game plan. This is your X's and O's. This is how you're going to get that touchdown. That way you can do your touchdown dance like the Eagles have been doing. How are the Eagles? What's that, 12-2 now? Right? They have goals. They have a plan. Write it down. Get your playbook. Last strategy, the fifth strategy: share your goals. And one of the biggest things that I think has been awesome is the accountability that it helps when other people know that you're actively working towards a goal. I mean, think about the accountability group that we had for our 21-day challenge, where we all have the same goals or similar goals. And, someone posted in our Facebook group saying, oh my God, Twinkies are in the office. What are we going to do? And everyone's texting back, don't do it. Guys, that's the accountability, because we know what your goal is and we're not going to let you fail. So share your goals. One thing I do want to also add about sharing your goals, be somewhat selective as to who you share it with, right? Don't be that I'd say there's another, it goes back to psychology. If you talk too much about your goals and you start getting the same, almost, you start getting the same feeling of achievement as if you actually accomplished it without accomplishing it. So share with people that you know are going to hold you accountable and are going to, light a fire underneath your butt from time to time if you need a reality check, right? Share with some good people. And that's what we have our Facebook group for, as well as the general fit family we have at Fit Academy. Once again, to kind of recap, these 5 strategies, guys, keep it few. Set 3 to 10 weekly goals or key goals. Feel free to spread them out over your personal, work, or finance, or lifestyle goals. Right? Make them smarter. What's S stand for? Specific. M?
Measurable.
Good.
Attainable.
Actionable.
Actionable. Hard.
I'm cheating. I wrote it down. Realistic.
Realistic.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the screen.
Time bound.
Time bound, exciting, and relevant. If you were to ask me, guys, the most important ones would be actionable, time bound, and exciting. Measurable is actually important too. But if I'm not excited about a goal, it's not going to be a goal, then I'm not going to worry about it. Get excited about it. Write it down. Write that bad boy down. Put it on your phone. Or put actions to paper, or put actions to these goals. Right. Put that rubber to the asphalt, and let's let that bad boy roll. Review it frequently, and then share them with people that are going to hold you accountable. The question is, can you actually stick to it, right? And I say, yes, you can. Can you actually stick to your goal? Yes, you can. FOMO is real. Anyone know what FOMO is?
Fear of missing out.
Yep. FOMO is so real. All right. I like this quote. So you don't want to go through life thinking, man, what have I accomplished? What have I done? You don't want that. Even a small goal that you've accomplished is something that'll help you accomplish a bigger goal. It's that stepping stone, and it feels good. So by setting goals and achieving them, you can look back and say, wow, look what I've done, right? And once again, it feels amazing. It's huge from a self-esteem standpoint. And it increases your ability to do even bigger goals. Once again, going back to the 21-day challenge, guys, this is our people that are part of our Fit Fam, right? This is Sarah and Anthony. And a few of these guys, as you know, a few of you guys have already gone through the 21-day challenge. Like, they set a goal and they put action to behavior and achieved. They got some great results of our 21-day challenge. I think Sarah lost like 13 pounds. Anthony lost a total over two 21-day challenges, close to 19, and totally transformed the way they look. So, it's definitely doable. And then it just plain works, guys. I mean, you're talking to someone that's done it. I did it with Fit Academy at a very, very high level and over a very, very long period of time. But that's how we create the family that we have right now. And it's a powerful thing. And now, by creating a goal and putting multiple steps to achieve it, I'm able to help more people. We're able to build a fitness community that's diverse and actively achieving goals together. So it's a powerful thing. So the question is, why did you guys join the webinar? Once again, thank you very much for joining the webinar. So it's probably because you guys are either actually looking for those key strategies because you have some goals you want to reach in 2018, and most likely they're fitness-based, and you're tired of losing the same weight and the same inches over and over again. You finally want to live in a body that you actually believe you deserve or are actively working to achieve it. And you're open to having someone keep you accountable to help you meet those specific goals. You want to do it together, you want to do it as a team. And you want to increase, number one, self-esteem and levels of energy. And like I said, the last one's the biggest one, right? You want to feel like a sexy beast. This is what it comes down to. You want to feel freaking sexy, right? You want to wake up in the morning When I look in the mirror, you want to feel strong, you want to feel great. You can take the day and just go kick ass. Whether it's business, or kick ass in your relationship, or make someone else feel good about themselves. That's what it's about. The self-esteem thing. And every person that walks into our studio, that's my goal, to help you feel as good as you can about yourself and how you can make other people feel. The question is, after you set those fitness goals, how do you actually make it happen? Once again, lucky for you, for those who've actually been here, you guys have seen what we do, and we're pretty damn good at it. That's why we're trying to take it to the next level for 2018. So one of the things that